You do not have to be in a box. Nope, 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 nope. Especially when it comes to self-expression, when it comes to being yourself. You don't have to be one thing. Like, for me, I love a lot of different aesthetics. You don't have to stick to one aesthetic. If you do, that's cool, that's you, and I am cheering for you. I am here for it. But I'm also here for the people that have multiple aesthetics. All those looks still feel like me. You don't owe anyone mask presenting, femme presenting, or androgynous looks. I know people that are like, I want to pick this hobby up, but it doesn't really match like me. If you want to do it and you're interested in it, go do it. And also, if you want to get into something, you do not have to become an expert on it to be valid that you like something. You want to be an inclusive person for other people. You want to be a safe person that people can be around and just be comfortable and know that they're not going to be judged, shamed for who they are as a person. You also need to be that person for yourself. Don't call yourself stupid. Don't shame yourself for doing things that you love. Don't beat yourself up for being human, for needing human needs, for experiencing emotions. Treat yourself like how you would treat someone else to make them feel included and safe and comfortable. That's the one thing that always blows my mind. I can confidently say that my younger past self would be able to identify me as a safe person for them. And I think that is one of my biggest accomplishments in my life. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing amazing. I still have a serotonin jar. Every time I get all warm and fuzzy and just honestly I'm so grateful to be alive. In that moment, I write it down. I fold it up into a cute little triangle, put a cute little heart on it, dropped in my jar. At the end of the year, I'm gonna look back and see all those little things because I found that it's really hard for me to remember all the good moments, all the happy moments and the things in between. And usually the things that I remember are the difficulties, the obstacles, the trials, the pain. So I'm really excited to have this jar. Hello my lovelies, I have been gone for a little bit. I'm in a better place now. A good enough place to be able to film, and I have energy back, I feel replenished, I feel re-poured into, and a big part of that is because of this event called the If Gathering, and a lot has been going on, and I just felt so untethered and trying to ground myself so much, and I was listening to myself to the best of my abilities, my body giving it what it needs, but that was all the bare minimum stuff, the bare essential stuff that kept me afloat. But there was something more than I needed, something more sustainable. And I'm not even going to get through the whole thing, but I'm just going to focus on a very specific thing about that event. This weekend really helped me get anchored. I say anchored because that was a big word that stood out to me this weekend. This is something that I wrote right after the event ended. Something that has been on my mind for a long time is how people perceive me, my past, and how I actually am, how I feel inside, and how I could be. Just let me explain that real quick. People usually perceive me as this sweet, kind person, a person who's mature and wise and doesn't let the horrendous, horrible things consume her. My past is ugly, and there's loads and loads of trauma that I need to go through and heal from. On the inside, it's this constant struggle of fighting for healthier and better outcomes than the one that is more likely to happen. And the one that is more likely to happen is to become a villain. A villain is what's most likely to be born from my backstory, my experiences, to be perfectly honest. The constant nagging to let go of my sanity, to let go of every care and passion, just to let go and become completely mad. The appeal of causing mass destruction and chaos becomes more and more prominent. But that's not how I actually am. But it's hard to believe that it isn't what I'm meant for. And that's where this weekend comes in. At some point in the event, I heard God whisper to me, "You're not meant to be a villain." I was like, yeah, that's possible. That's not the path meant for me, but like it seems so right. When I read villains' backgrounds, some of them hit scarily close. And when I heard that, like that God didn't intend for me to be a villain, that's not what I'm meant to be. That's not why I'm here on this earth. It shook me to my core, because all of a sudden this image flashes before me, and it's gonna sound real silly, but this image of Katsuki Bakugo flashed before my eyes, and it just furthered my belief that God truly uses and works through all my passions, all my interests, to not only reach me and connect with me, but so he can work through me and I can reach people through my passions and my interests. I brought up Katsuki Bakugo because Katsuki has everything in him to be a villain, right? He has the personality of a villain, hence the league targeting him in the beginning. But then one of the lines came into my head. The fact that it would be easy to be a villain. That's the easy way. What's difficult, what's hard, is to choose the healthier path. Just because you have loads and loads of trauma, just because you're broken, which, I hate to burst your bubble, but like, no one's perfect. Everyone has some type of baggage, but you know, it can get to us when we end up somehow seeing all our baggage sprawled out in front of us and realizing just how much we have. Point is, no matter how much baggage you have, no matter how much trauma is wrapped into that, no matter how broken you are, that doesn't make you a villain. That doesn't make you meant for pain, for suffering. It doesn't mean you're meant for the unfortunate events, and that's just your fate. Not only are you able to have a future that doesn't quite align with your background, your inner, most darkest thoughts, you're allowed to have good things, to experience good things. It's not a hoax. It's not you trying to escape from your actual fate. You're not set in stone to be in the darkness, in isolation, in solitude. You do not have to do everything by yourself. You're not meant for the worst. Not only are you allowed to have good things, allowed to have a happy ending, allowed to enjoy your time here on this earth, you deserve to have those things. I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Mwah.